The world just changed at 2 o'clock a.m. and the markets are in a tailspin. President Trump has confirmed that U.S. Delta Force operatives dragged Nicolás Maduro and his wife from their bedrooms in a fortress at Fuerte Tiuna. As Caracas smolders from precision strikes, we're tracking the world's most volatile commodity and the massive legal blowback already brewing inside D.C. Good morning. It's Saturday morning, January 3rd, 2026, and the geopolitical map was just blown to pieces while you were sleeping. Boom! We now have confirmed intel on the overnight strikes in Venezuela. At 2 a.m. local time, U.S. aircraft swept through Caracas in a blitz that lasted less than 30 minutes. At least 7 massive explosions rocked the capital, disabling the La Carota Airbase, the Federal Legislative Palace, and the Fuerte Tiuna military complex. President Trump just spoke on Fox News, confirming that Maduro and his wife Celia Flores were captured in what he called a brilliant operation by Delta Force. They're currently on board the USS Iwo Jima, steaming straight for New York to face narco-terrorism charges in the Southern District. Attorney General Pam Bondi has vowed that they will face the full wrath of American justice. Now, let's look at the market chaos. Since it's Saturday, the stock market's closed, but the rest of the world is screaming. Crypto is your only live gauge right now, and while Bitcoin is showing a steady bid, the trading on prediction markets like Polymarket has gone absolutely nuclear as traders bet on the fallout. The biggest implication here is the oil blockade. The U.S. has already seized 2 tankers and the FAA has completely shut down the airspace over Venezuela and Curacao. Brent crude is gapping up in offshore trade as the world braces for a supply choke. But there is the truth bomb here that the transition premium is the real truth bomb here. If Delcy Rodriguez can hold power, we're looking at the complete unlocking of the world's largest oil reserves for U.S. interests. We've covered that here on Truth Bombs. We talked about how much oil is actually underneath Venezuela and the areas it controls. 1/5 of their supplies, oil reserves of the world, actually more than what's available in Saudi Arabia. Keeping that in mind, watch the energy sector on Monday morning. Valero, Chevron, and Marathon are the front lines because they need that heavy sour crude, which comes from Venezuela. If the sanctions lift, the logistic map rebends toward the Gulf Coast overnight. But be warned, there is a massive political risk. Congress was not notified. Representative Jim Himes and other leaders are already demonstrating deep objections, shocker, over the legality of plucking a sovereign leader from office. Russia and Iran have already condemned this as an act of armed aggression. What a shocker, and shouldn't they know? This is not just a local strike, it's a global chess move. Now, Monday morning is going to be an interesting period of time because we're going to track all those sort of risk-based assets, right? You're going to track bond yields. We're going to track clearly crude oil and every company in the energy sector. Plus, of course, we're going to be tracking everybody's favorite topic of recent, that stress asset, gold, and of course, its cousin, silver. So we're going to be watching all of that as folks move to respond to this big bit of news. So stay tuned to us as we track this. There's going to be a teleconference in Mar-a-Lago later today, and the volatility, my friends, is just getting started. So focus on this big time. Thanks for tuning in to this Wall Street Truth Bombs Bomb Blast. Please, my friends, hit like and subscribe if this sort of content is meaningful to you and your portfolio. Hint, it is. Join me every day for Wall Street Truth Bombs, where I drop them here before the market figures them out.